Okay, everyone, we're back again. Part 2 of ThokNath's book Diok. So this time, I will go a little bit faster, and feel free to pause. And each slide you can pause and reread the sentence and the translations and practice how you can write. The goal here is for you to know how to read and write and how you can pronounce some of the newer words. Okay, so let's begin. Part 2, ThokNath's book Diok. Gur mi bor ngode. Gur mi bor ngode. Gur mi bor ngode. Search mean gur. Mi bor white. Ngode not yet. Okay, so Chigad Wadeb. The children went fishing. Deng take a bee. Deng has a cloth. A bee mi bor. It is a white cloth. A bee michiman ekam. A bee michiman ekame. Sometimes they say a bee michiman ekam je. His mother gave him the cloth. Jalekeje. Kachabat. He had it and it was lost. Until a year bo. I went to the river too. Chabi ebor amo jek. I found that white cloth. Chinyimar ben bo. My sister came too. Jalake dar pini. She had a water pot. Chine yangach be dang. We both knew it's Deng's cloth. Chine knowing Deng. We brought it to Deng. Deng ngode tilerich teacher cup. Deng hasn't caught any fish yet. You see, not yet is okay. Hasn't caught any fish yet. Che bide gur along. He searched for his claws. Kame chajik chawa deb kagati kel. When it was found, he went fishing with other boys together. In all these sentences, did you find gur, mibor, mude? Did you? I'll let you figure that out. Why don't you write that down and circle all where you can find this in this story? Okay, let's move on. Kut Chenial Jakadem, God made it rain. Chenadial Mojnial, he gave everyone rain. Chinal Pieth, everyone saw. Or people, sorry, my spelling here is supposed to be SOWED, SO instead of SA, okay? Chibel check, the crops matures, or you can say the crops grown. Chimaintabni check, the crops matures too, or you can say grown. Chikadit, they got bigger. Kamithnath, they are people, they are food for the people. Kut Janad Mojmith, God gave people food. Okay, let's move on. Okay, if this is too tiny, okay, you can I zoom it out? Maybe not. Okay. Dol kel, dol jok. One boy, three boys. Okay, dol kel, dol jok. Maybe let me zoom this out. How about that? Is that bigger? Okay. Where is my pointer? Okay, if you can see my pointer, okay? Dol kel, dol jok. One boy, three boys. Dol kelathin. There is Dol kelathin. okay? Or there is one boy. Kadol, okay? Kadol dang diok tegatin bo. Kadol dang diok tegatin bo. And there are 3 boys too, or you can say, and there are 3 other boys. Yak adol, deng adol. Jak is a boy, Deng is a boy. Amani red bo adol. And so, this is, you should say, and so is red. And so is red. Or you can say red also is a boy. Kendi kadol. All are boys. Nyarag nyal. I'm right here. Gura your my casa. Nyarag nyal. Nyarag is a girl. Nyamal nyal. Nyamal is a girl. And Nyumar, she is my sister. Okay? She is my sister. I think this is bigger for you to see now. She is my sister. Jak Damar. Jak is my brother. Chiman Palag Nyaragbat. Chiman Palag Nyaragbat. Nyarag chicken, you can say Nyarag chicken got lost. Chinadial agur. Everyone searched for it. Chinay agur along. Chinay agur along. We search, or you can say we search everywhere for it. Chinay agur along Guanadial. We search everywhere for it. She read a jack. Red found it. Chaja jack ray kaka. Chaja jack ray kaka. He found it in the garden. You know what you can do in the garden? They eat crops as well. Chame ni bel re kaka mar. Chame ni bel re kaka mar. It was eating the grains or the crops in my. It was eating grains in the garden. Actually, in my mom's garden. It was eating grains or crops in my mom's garden. In my mom's gardens. My mom's garden. She read a cup. Red caught it. Cheja kam Nyarak. He gave it to Nyarak. Okay? He gave it to Nyarak. Now let's go back to my pointer. Okay. Did you get that? You got that story? The story of about 1 boy and 3 boys. And how you can see the plural, how it changed from dol to dal. Okay. Okay. All hot. I think this is big enough too for you. All hot. I mean visible. Pounded. Pound. Pounded. Pounded as you using a pestle to pound something, okay? All, then hot. Hot is the process. Pounding. And then all is the past tense life. Okay, let's move on. Nyamal take elek. Nyamal has a pestle. Elek migoa. Ngechot. It is a good pestle. She can pound. Jebel wanung. Chekahol. She fetched grains or some crops. She founded it, or she pounded it. Chekwantal. She cooked food. Ngechotadbo. She can cook too. And Nyamigoa and Nyamal. Nyamal is such a good girl. Mundial la bella alke. All women pound grains. La Kwan Atalke, they cook food. La Nekian Amuch Kemet, they give their people food. Alke Maintabnibo, they can pound corns too. Jack Shawa Mai Kebizde, Jack went fishing with his pike. Jamar Nong Rech Dang Diok, he gave my mom 2 fish. Shimar Kathal, my mom cooked it. Chine Kacham Kakwan Kel, we ate it with food. Commits to go along, they are good food. Chijalben, the visitors came. Chine Rohmat, Chine Meat Kel, we gather together, we eat together. Like I say, this is very common in Nuer tradition. When the visitors came, sometimes the foods are enough, people come together to eat together. But if the visitors came and they don't have enough food, they give it to the visitors. Okay? You see such a wonderful culture. Don't you want to be part of it? Okay, now we are going to complicated stories. And this is what I'm going to do. I will not translate word by word, but I will translate stories by a story. And now it is your job to match all the words yourself. Okay? Forgive me if I haven't translated these stories well, but it is just, now I just want you to pay attention. Try to learn how you can read a story. While I'm reading, I want you to practice writing, okay? Always pause and keep writing, don't look, okay? Or first, this is what I'm going to do. Ramkel che yang nak, che damar kamring, damar che jakan, che je nong mar, nyimar che ring e mo tal, che piu mat ke ring kel, che tak las wi maj, mar che main tabni all, che ke tal, che nei moj kwan main tabni, kwan main tabni, kwan main tabni ke kwan to go. I repeat, kwan main tabni ke kwan to go. Go ke along. Main tabni ko chike check agwa wale. That is the first paragraph. Did you write that down? In English it say, someone killed a cow one day. He gave my brother some beef, or you can say meat. My brother took it. He brought it to my mom. My mom cooked the meat. She mixed it with water. She mixed the water with meat. She put the pots on fire. My mom pounded some corns and she cooked it. She gave us corn foods. Corn foods are good foods. They are very good. The corns at good yield this year. Good yields this year. Okay? Now the next paragraph I want you to write down is Chunkel. Sorry. Chunkel. Chidol Wadep. Tukel che ben year. Che piu ben mat. A tuk mi bor. A tuk mi deed. A tuk mi gwa. A tuk rat. Kanyang rau a year. I will repeat, kanyang rau a year. Chidol kenen. Chika tuk cup. Chika ring keje. Chika tuk kan. Did you get that? In English, one day the boys went fishing. A bull came to the river. It came to drink water. It was a white bull. It was a big bull. It was a good bull. It is Red Bull. And there was 2 crocodiles in the river. The boys saw them. They caught the bull. They ran with it. They saved the bull. Okay, now let's go to the next one. So far, all I want you to do, you can make as many mistakes as you want, okay? But just practice by listening to me, writing down. This is like a dictation to you, okay? The goals here is not for you to learn, to speak the language, but it's to write it first. Like I told you, if you want to learn the language, you can always go to teach yourself where you know when to use what kind of verb, just like you speak English, okay? Right now, the goal is for you to know how to read and write. So when you hear me speaking, just try to write stuff down. Like this is a dictation, okay? All right, thank you. Let's go on. Okay, hawk, yak, hawk, yak, cattle. Cattles are cows, okay? And hyena. I will read the same story again. Titi kahok wech jag, ok reu kahok tubor, ok titi kahok jag, chunkel kawer, chi yak ben, ramkel che ling, che ben ke pet, che yak mo yot ke ked, che yot along, chi yak robar, chi hok kern, jak chi loide tez, chi loide tez along, amani na dial, chi lush kien tez along. You get that story? Such a wonderful story, okay? The cattle savior. In English it says, these are cattle. They are Jack's Cam's cattle. 2 of the cattle are whites. These were Jack's cattle. One day at night, an hyena came. Someone heard it. He came quickly. He hit the hyena with a stick. He hit it hard. The hyena ran. The cattle were saved. Jack was happy. He was very happy. And so were other people very happy too. Okay? We are learning stories right now. So now you can turn on your slides and see your mistakes and listen to it again over and over until you got the right words correctly, okay? We're moving on. Tol chi o our cot. Tol chi o our cot. These are words that you will find in these stories that we are about to share. Snake, sky dusted and climb. Sky dusted and climb. Chunkel deng kanared chikawa jal. Chika jal along. Chio hour. Chikabot. Kadol titani. Chikadwal. Chikadwal along. Chikanal chol. Telarami chikaling. Chika tall nen. A tall midid. Chika jow yaka ling. Chika ring. Chika kot wijath. Okay, in English. One day, Deng and Red went for a walk. It was a long walk. The sky dusted. They are lost. They are young boys. They are afraid. They called for people. Nobody heard them. They saw a snake, a big snake. They heard hyena squeal. They ran. They climbed up a tree. Okay, next story. Or the same story, the next paragraph. Again, Chiram Kelben, Arandien, Chiluskian tears along, Chika wa keje kel, Chika kern, Tilaka dwal me jalka kel keje. I will repeat that line. Tilaka dwal me jal ka kel ka je chi ka chup which mani kien chi lois kien tez along cha God kien jek. Okay, in English, someone came, he was their folk, they were very happy, they went with him, they are safe, they were not afraid anymore. They arrived at the camp. Their mom were very happy. Their kids were found. Next story. Dol toto chikabat door, chikagaj, chikajow yaka ling, chikatol nen, chikoch kanak bo, koch midid, chikadwal along, chikanad chol kajow midid, chikakot wijia. Kachi ram kel ben kaduop emo, eran wej dien, chakajek, chiloy nad tez, cha dol toto jek. In English, those boys got lost. They got lost in the jungle. They were surprised. They heard a hyena squeal. They saw a snake. They were cold. It was very cold. They were afraid. They called out loud. They climbed up a tree. Someone came down that road. He was their folk. He found them. People were happy. Those boys were found. Okay, that will be it for this part 2 of ThokNath's book Diok, and we will go to the next part after this.